Good evening, race fans. Good evening, world. It's Marky B here, aka the Scruffy Toff, welcoming you along to Gen X Racing once again. And tonight, for your viewing delectation, we have our Group 3 100-mile challenge, Season 16, Round 10 from the Red Bull Ring, which is kind of wonderful. For you this evening, we have 38 laps, which takes us to a distance of 101.84 miles. But there's no tyre strategy or pit window this evening because the setting is R04. It's the afternoon, time dilation is ×1. So you can pit whenever you like and put on whenever you like. So this should be interesting. I seem to remember last time we had R04 around here, it was rather exciting and the strategies were colliding all over the shop. So wonderful. Can't wait to see what happens tonight. Not quite as good, if I may say, as R06, but it should be a hoot anyway. I just hope that we can see someone's weather radar, or we're going to be completely in the dark. But let's have a look who's racing for you this evening. We have Nikki in the Subaru BRZ. We have Wixie in the Lexus RCF. We have our mate Bruno, MDB, in the Ferrari 458. We have Darlow Boy in the Aston Martin DBR9. We have Lily Validi in the BMW M6 Endurance. We have Kodude, our mate Kelly from California, in the Nissan GTR. We have Slowest Engine in the Renault RS01. We have King Racer in the Toyota Supra. We have Jeff in the Macca. We have Whippy Sausage in the Chevrolet Corvette, and Kobayashi Maru, who I assume will be joining and jumping at some point, but I can't say what he's driving at the moment. Good to see you along, Justin. Hope everything is well. So let's get you out of track. Quali has just started, which is 10 minutes. So let's have a look. Looks like everyone's on their first flying lap. Hey Bert, good evening. Sorry, just me tonight. Splatter's a poorly little ickle soldier apparently, so thought better of it. Good evening, Rob. I hope you're feeling slightly better than you were earlier. Okay, so the first across the line, we have Nikki with a 133.7. Just ahead. Oh, there we go. Bruno straight in with a 133.7. Sorry, that's Nikki's time. Hang on. Lily Validia, 132.999. Look at that. And he's overtaking in quali again. Harry, for God's sake, how many times? So Bruno's in with a 133.4. King Racer, 133.6. Beautiful stuff. Nikki in the Subaru, 133.7. A 7 watching already. Good grief. Thanks. And hot news, everyone. We're 2 subscribers away from 200. I mean, if anyone's out there and your sibling, your partner, or whoever, your kids have got a YouTube account, just pop us on subscribe. It'd be wonderful if we could get there on tonight's stream. You're right. Okay, Bert. So there are in fact 6 watching. Bert's on twice. He can't get enough of it. Wonderful stuff. Where are you in the world this evening, Bert? Are you off on your jollies, or not your jollies, but off with work again somewhere? So Jeff has now gone past us, 132.959, a whole 400ths of a second ahead of Milli Validi. So the track is drying out. Okay, mate. Norway still, okay. Lovely. Bruno with a 132.4. God, the track is drying out, and the guys have binned their intermediates and are now on to softs. Desperately trying to keep it on the... God, look at them. It's absolute mayhem out on track. Absolute mayhem. So Jeff's on softs. Is everyone on softs? Nikki's on, so yeah, everyone has changed to softs. Now the track is just about in slip territory. See Nicky wiggling his way around. It does, it does burn, doesn't it? Absolutely wonderful. All those, if not slightly chaotic. So let's see, Nicky's down on his fastest lap. He's 1:33.3. And King Racer, who was right up there on the inters. Let's just see him down through Schloss Gold. Through Rauch and down to the rest of the corners that I can't remember the names of. But King Racer is 0.3 up on his best lap. So that might hop him above Dolly Boy if he maintains this pace. Oh, that was pushing it to the raggedy edge from King Racer there. Yes, he does, but not quite maintaining the pace, but well done, King Racer. Beautiful stuff. So Bruno still on his 1:32.4. He's getting some sort of toe from a Whippy Sausage. He's just put in a 1:32.5. Beautiful stuff, Tom. In the Corvette. Sponsored by M&M's, by the look of it. And Pioneer, lovely. 1:32.9 from Jeff. We have about 2.5 minutes left of quali. But who knows what conditions we're going to start in. This will be very interesting this evening, I feel. Wixie and the Lexus. Wixie's just got fastest. 1:30. What? 1:32.1, look at that. Crikey, that Lexus is quick. I wonder how it's going to deal with the rain. And Dolly Boy at 1:32.3. Christ, the times are plummeting every lap. I just need to do a quick flick through to see if we can actually see anybody's weather radar, because that would be really handy. No, sadly not. Balls. Okay. Slows engine, puts it as fast at 1:30, whatever that was. So 1:32.1 from Wixie, which is extraordinary. Dolly Boy, a 1:32.3. Oh, Lily's just got fastest with a 1:31.0. Holy crap! Look at that. The track is, you've just got to nail the dry line at the moment. It's absolutely wonderful. Lovely L plates on the back of your car there, Harry. Well done. 1:31.0. Holy God. Okay. That's, well, near as damn it a whole second ahead of. Okay, Whippy Sausage is going faster. I think that's purple. Oh, they're going to run out of time. So this is going to be his final lap. No way he can get round. Where's Billy Validi? So he's Validi. That will be his fastest lap as well. Nicky's just put in a 1:31.1. Wixie's desperately trying to get the toe. As is Bruno. Is anyone going to beat that 1:31.0 on a drying track? I would think there's going to be, the pole sitter is going to change and change and change as the cars cross the line. The track is drying out. It is getting quicker. Oh, is it not? Oh, okay. I thought it absolutely was, but okay, maybe I'm wrong. Thank you for that, Bert. We've got Wixie currently in third on a 131.1. Just ahead of him, Nicky on a 131.1. God, there's 400 a second between the two of those. Okay, let's see how they fare coming across the line. Nicky goes forward, Wixie goes fastest. Good grief, I thought that was going to happen. Look at that. Dolly Boy doesn't manage to improve. Good grief. That was exciting. Right. So our starting lineup for this evening: Genex Group 3 100 mile challenge, season 16 round 10 at the Red Bull Ring GP configuration. Good evening, Whippy Sausage. On pole, it's Wixie in the Lexus RCF with a 130.9 on a rapidly drying track. That was absolutely look. Oh my God, there's less than a tenth of a second between the top four. This is extraordinary. Okay, so we got Nicky in second in the Subaru BRZ, 131.0. We have Illy Villini in the BMW M6, a 131.0 also. What's that, 5 thousandths of a second behind Nicky. We have MTB, our mate Bruno, in the Ferrari 458. Yes, 400ths of a second behind Illy Vanilli. Wonderful stuff. We have Whippy Sausage in the Corvette with a 131.3. We have Jeff in the Macca 650S, a 131.6. I think it is, Bert. I think it is. We have Slowest Engine in the Renault RS01, a 131.6. We have King Racer in the Toyota Supra, a 131.8. He's looking really good in the wet. Yeah, let's hope that comes to fruition. We have Darlow Boy in the Aston Martin DBR9, a 132.3. And Kodude in the Nissan GTR, a 133.9. Word at all. Nicky, it's absolutely... I mean, less than a tenth of a second between the top four. That is absolutely extraordinary. That's sort of, world talk type times, isn't it? It's so close. Absolutely wonderful. So, and don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because we are 2 subscribers away from the... See, that's what. Well, there you go, Harry. That's what happens when you don't overtake people. You do laps like that. So well done, well done. Absolutely superb. You should be able to go across to the weather thing at the bottom left, and have a look to see what it's doing. Or when it says warm up, definitely go to the pits because it will show you whether it's raining or not. An absolutely extraordinary grid, Slowest Engine. So we're just getting the room is being reset. Kobayashi Baru is being put in. So wonderful to see him along. So we will finally be able to see what he's driving this evening. I can't honestly remember, but well, I think can we go across and see what the weather's doing? We can see what it's been doing for the. There we go. So rain. A few heavy spots in there. So that was 30 minutes ago. Ooh, there's a massive load of weather coming. This is going to be interesting. Okay, superb. Absolutely wonderful. The race hasn't started, so that was utterly pointless doing that. I think it's going to be quite wet quite early, and then we'll be drying out, and then who knows, you might get another cell coming. Sorry, but yes, I forgot I could actually do that, given that, given that I'm in the lobby, ridiculously. Okay, so the lobby doesn't look quite right just yet. Illy's right up the back. And if anyone from Titleist is watching, yeah, note my Titleist emblem emblazoned across my magnificent Mustang, and feel free to send me as many Pro V1Xs as you can manage. It is the Ryder Cup after all, starting tomorrow. Come on, Europe! And don't forget to like and subscribe, of course. As I say, we are 2 away from 200 subscribers, which sounds vaguely pathetic in the grand scheme of things, but it would be the absolute world to us. And don't forget, there's the 250 subscriber special, where I adorn myself in my scruffy toff garb, and you actually, well, I don't know whether that's actually an incentive or not, but you get to see me on camera doing the stream. So wonderful. Here we go. It does appear you can hear the rain coming down. So is it inters or wets? I suspect inters, but there did seem to be some fairly heavy cells coming across in the next band of rain, which is going to hit. So it will be interesting to see how this goes. Okay, the race is starting. Okay, here come the lights. It's a full start check, so thumbs on the handbrake button, boys. Who's going to get away? Oh, Illy, but Liddy's had a full start. Big time, so he's going to be going backwards. We have Wixie got away well. Nicky in the Subaru is up his inside into turn one, but not alongside. So who's gone off there? Good God, it's mayhem. So it is, the track is damp. It's not particularly wet. Got Wixie leading them round into turn two proper. So Wixie's on the softs. Good grief. Whippy Sausage is on the intermediates. We've got Bruno on the softs. We have Nicky on the softs. We have Dale Boy on the softs. Up to 5th from Dale Boy. What a start that was. We have Jeff on the softs. We have Kodu on the inters. We have Illy Valilli on the softs. So you had that false start, which is absolutely... Well, there's loads of them on softs, but absolutely loads. We have Slow Ascension in 8th. Kobayashi Maru, who is in the... Oh, is that the Genesis? Lovely stuff, Justin. Well done. On the inters, we have King Racer on the softs. We have Wixie on the softs. Given the cell of rain that seemed to be coming in from the weather map, I'm amazed that so many guys have started on softs. It looked to me like there's going to be absolute carnage in about 5 or 10 minutes. But okay, what do I know? So Whippy Sausage is on the inters and has overtaken Bruno, Nicky and Dale Boy and up to the lead. Yeah, I think it might be, absolutely. The weather looked like it was going to get atrocious very quickly, so Whippy Sausage might have played an absolute blinder here. He's got Bruno bearing down on the back of him. It's kind of just, it's that delicate bit between, is it slicks, is it inters? The dampometer down towards the left-hand corner of your screen, and Bruno's absolutely flying. Is that weather going to hit? Oh, Whippy Sausage has gone wide and into the gravel, and Bruno goes hurtling past. Darley Boy's now up to third. He's on the soft as well. Maybe softs was the right strategy, but the weather radar was clearly a liar, because I thought it'd be absolutely pissing down by now, but it's clearly not. Okay, we have Nicky on the softs. Going around Whippy Sausage. So the Whippy Sausage on the inters is going backwards at the moment. Illy Validi on the softs, which is he was just picked up a half-second penalty. Yeah, I thought it might have kicked in by now. They've got Kobe who's gone wide. That will be a penalty. In the GTR, I've got Jeff just going past him in the Macca. King Racer on the softs, back in 9th at the moment. Wixie all the way back in 10th. He started on pole, didn't he? Or 2nd or something. God knows what's happened to Wixie, sorry about that. Okay, Boris Maru in the fantastically bedecked Doctor Who liveried Genesis. Wonderful stuff. So Bruno has got past and is away. Although the windscreen wipers are on. The windscreen wipers are on. Trying to see if anyone else's are on as well. Okay, Darlow boys are not. Let's have a look at Nicky. It's raining. It's raining. Well, it sounds like it's raining anyway. So just keep your peepers fixed on the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, just next to the race time indicator. That is how wet the track is. Excuse me, at any given juncture. So these three seem to be away. A little bit of a, yeah, Darley Boys windscreen wipers are now on. Illy Validi back in 4th. Whippy Sausage in 5th. 4th, 5th. On the inters, so the track is coming to him right now, although he has burnt through them. You can see on the tyre wear just next to the dampometer that he's taken the tops off his inters because the track was so dry. And he's gone wide again through Schloss Gold. A little bit of a tap there between the two of them, but racing incident, I feel. Jeff, who has a half-second penalty, is slowest engine. Let's get on board slowest engine to see if the uselessly positioned penalty line. No, nowhere near him. Absolutely pointless putting it there. But his wonderfully bedecked Renault RS01, wonderful stuff. Actually, he seems to be pulling in. No, he's not. Okay. So Bruno's put in a 132.1 on a dampish track, which is wonderful. He is 1.3 seconds ahead. He's going all over the curbs, which generally tend to be a lot more damp than the actual racing line of the track. So he's dropped a couple of tenths there, for sure. And we have Darley Boy. He started way down the back, I think in 9th or 10th. And has absolutely flown through the field. So he's obviously found, he's got his mojo back for sure. Well done, Darley Boy. Nicky in 3rd. Who has recently changed his Discord picture to a sexy blonde who I can only imagine is actually Sophia Flörsch. I don't think best will in the world. I don't think that's what Nikki looks like. Beautiful stuff, but these three are absolutely away. Is Nikki pulling in? Is he going to be able to do anything? Christy brake plate there. Getting all snaky all over the sausage. No. Nikki has a deep love for Sophia Flörsch, who is either an Austrian or a German lady racing driver. If you look on his car somewhere, there would, I'll bet my bile that it's got Sophia on the roof. I don't know how to do that sort of stuff in my controller, but so that is Sophia Flörsch. I don't think there is a Mrs. Nikki, but yeah, German, yeah. I think she nearly died in some horrific high-speed crash. It looked how I've seen footage of it. How she walked away from it, I've got absolutely no. I probably did walk away from it, but stretched it away and lived to fight another day. So there we go. Bidey! Good evening, sir. Isn't it going to be a great fight for first? Absolutely wonderful. Sorry you're not with us, mate. Whereabouts are you this evening? So we just popped back. Indy Validity is nearly 5 seconds back, but 7 seconds ahead of slowest engine. But the rain seems to have stopped and the track will be drying out. So those on inters will be, I assume, thinking about a stop sometime soon. Jeff in 6th, who has Wixie, who's ploughing his way back through the field after some issue in the first couple of laps. Penzance. No, well, Penzance is quite nice, I think. Well, it must be a hell of a drive from you from there though. Especially on the M5, which is arguably Britain's worst motorway. But hope you're doing well, my friend. Thank you for joining. King Racer back in 8th in his bling Toyota Supra. Wonderful. And it's all spreading out a bit towards the back. You have Kodude in 9th. He's 6 behind King Racer and 6 ahead of Kobayashi Maru, who has picked up a 1 second penalty. But okay, so Whippy Sausage has stopped. And he's on the mediums, okay. Yeah, sadly, no one's weather radar is showing, so I've got no idea what's coming. Usually we can bank on one of the guys having, or we're able to see the weather radar, but sadly not this evening. Bruno's just gone for 130. Oh no, Illibility's just gone fastest at 131.0. He says Bruno's gone faster than Illibility, but it's not showing up as fastest lap. That's bizarre. Okay. Bruno is on his way in his beloved Ferrari. Nearly 2 seconds ahead now. Darley Boy, who after a tumultuous qualifying period has absolutely roared through the field from 9th or 10th, whatever it was he started in. And I imagine he's quite pleased with his progress. So well done, Andy. Beautiful stuff. There we have Nicky trying to chase down the Aston Martin, but is being outpaced down the straights for sure. Fair play for choosing the Subaru. It's a god-awful car. It's so twitchy. One of the twitchiest cars in Group 3 for sure. Potentially in the game. Okay, Bert, thank you. Well, thank you for paying attention more than I did. Okay, so we've got Illy Valili back in fourth. And the very patriotic, almost Spitfire-esque BMW M6. Slowest engine in fifth. Okay, mate. Lovely stuff. Thank you, Bert. It's almost like you're sitting in for splatter this evening. Well done. Beautiful stuff. Slowest engine, he's 1.8 ahead of Jeff in 6th in the Macca. Who's up on his fastest lap, but the track is drying out, so you'd expect that. So tyre-wise, everyone's fairly similar. Wixie is now in 7th. Pulling in. On the back of Jeff. King Racer back in 8th. In the wonderful Supra. Whippy Sausage. On the drying track, has put the mediums on, so he's 1 minute and 5 back. I'm not sure how long the pit window is, but I think it's a reasonable distance. The problem you have is that the pit exit is not as dry as the rest of the track. So if I were you guys driving, I would whack traction control up to absolute maximum and take it fairly easy when you're coming out of the pits. We have Kodude in the Nissan GTR in 10th. And Kobayashi Maru. Lovely to see you back with us, mate. He's just, he's had a stop by the look of it. And is now on the racing medium. So I suspect the weather radar is not showing anything dodgy happening in the... bad luck, Justin. Just gone a little bit wide through the final turn there. But Bruno is continuing his dominance and is pulling away. Coming down to turn 1. Beautiful stuff. So at the moment, the race appears to be about who's going to finish second. We got Darlow Boy in second in the Aston Martin DBR9, and we have Nicky in the Subaru BRZ. Although Inny Valili is only 1.8 seconds behind, and he was an absolute country mile back. He was 4.5 seconds last time he watched. Yes, indeed. Well, yes, I did see that. I don't know either track, to be fair, though, Viney. So, Tiffany seemed to be giving Yas Marina, or whatever it's called, quite a good write-up, and Jules V on there, too. So, new track to learn. Always fun. Always fun. I think the one I'd really like to see, and I think it's Alton Park, which is on ACC, which I absolutely love. Such a great track. Obviously you have to fanny around with the settings and stuff on ACC, but the track itself is one of my favourites. It's kind of like Brands Hatch, but half as long again, and yeah, in my opinion, better. Yeah, I know where it is. I've never really watched any Grand Prix, and I certainly haven't driven around it in any racing games. So it'd be interesting to see what it's like. Does it get the viney thumbs up? Bruno is away. 3.4 seconds ahead. He's slightly better tyres than Darley Boy. Definitely better tyres than Nicky. Illy Vanilli ain't out of this yet. Yeah, it's one of those ones I only discovered because when we did the ACC hot lap thing, which in F1 terms, it's pretty. Yeah, I wouldn't want to drive an F1 car around here, but to be honest, I wouldn't want to drive. I don't know why. So even Indy is in. I don't know why they do the F1 around Red Bull Ring. It's a terrible track for F1, as is Zandvoort, to be honest. It's too short and too narrow. It's yeah, I don't know why they do it, but Alton Park is in Group 3 is a fantastic, in GT3 should I say, in ACC terms, is a fantastic track. So yeah, that'd be nice to have, but we're not getting that. We're getting Yas Marina and yes, Gilles Villeneuve in Canada. So wonderful stuff. I believe that's landing Christmas Eve, right? Something to look forward to. So we've got Bruno, who's dropped back a little bit. His tyres are going off. His rears are wearing pretty badly. Better than it. Well, yes. God, the last track we got was that bloody useless track in Norway, wasn't it? That stupid one. I don't know what they were thinking with that, but it'd be nice to have some decent, proper racetracks on. So wonderful. No Silverstone there. Sob. Okay, so Bruno is just needed a little bit of a kick up the backside from me, clearly, and he's away again. Wonderful stuff. So Nicky is in. Darley Boy goes through for another lap. Yeah, you're a bit of a newbie, aren't you, to the bit of a newbie and annoyingly good. So, okay, so Jeff is in as well. Slowest engine goes through for another lap, as does Wixie, who's now up into fourth. Right, what's Nicky going on to? He's just refueling. Filling up mediums, I would guess. Which I can only assume means there's no... Nope, softs again. Okay. So it doesn't look like there's anything dodgy on the radar. Illy Vanilli is now 0.7 behind Nicky, although has just picked up half a second penalty. Okay, this is going to be interesting watching these two go at it. Whoa! Yeah, I don't know, but you know, we had I can't remember where we were, but we had an R06 race, and it was utterly fantastic. A little bit of a bye-bye loser. It was absolutely, I think, the best weather setting we've ever had. R04, last time we had it, was quite good. But there was a bit more rain than there has been in this. So, who knows? We might... Bruno's in. Darley Boy has gone again. Wixie is still out on his softs. He's short shifting. He's very good on fuel. But if he's short shifting, I guess that would explain that. Braking uber late as well, wonderful. We have King Racer who's still out on his original tyres of fuel. Tyres hurting him a little bit coming around Rauch there. And TC on. Okay, good. Well, yep. That obviously helps tyre wear. The tyres aren't spinning as much as they would do without it on. So, beautiful. Dolly Boy is now in. Is Wixie going to follow suit? No, he is not. He's staying out again. And I'm not surprised. I think he's going for the one stopper. King Racer is in. Where's Bruno? Just coming around the final turn. The track is dry as a nun's chuff right now, so slicks are the way forwards. That's Dolly Boy just coming out of the pits. I think Bruno's going to get him. Oh no, he's not. Look at that. So how long is Wixie going to take these tyres? I mean, I assume he might do another lap, come in, fill up, change to mediums, because they start on 70 or 80%, so fuel's not going to be a problem given his fuel saving strategy. Well, this would be a real turn up if, if Wixie manages to do this. Absolutely stellar. So he's going again. He's probably got another 2 laps of fuel. Whether he'll take the tyres that far, I don't know. But I can't imagine. There must be nothing on the weather radar at all, given what the guys are, you know, filling up and putting slicks on. So Darley Boy has picked up a half-second penalty, which isn't necessarily an issue because we know the penalty line is in a stupid place. Yeah, I think one stop is definitely what Wixie's aiming for. But how that's going to pan out with everyone else's strategies, I don't know, because Darley Boy and Bruno certainly haven't got enough to one stop. So Nicky doesn't do fuel saving. A little bit wide there. Is that a penalty? Like all 4 tyres were over the white line there, but maybe it's the breadth of the curb you have to worry about. So he got away with that. Wonderful stuff. Illy Validi in 5th. These two are really getting at it still. Illy Validi's dropped back a little bit. What's Nicky on? He's on softs. Okay, well that'll explain that. So I wonder if Illy Validi didn't know that you... So Harry, if you're listening, you don't have to use... There's no tyre strategy this evening, so you can use what you like. Because I know there's a bit of a faux pas with you whacking on the hards, thinking you had to use them all and you didn't. So, hello! We can see you, Harry. Good evening. So Wixie is 8 seconds ahead of Darley Boy, but I suspect this might be his last lap. But will it be his only stop? Yeah, he's definitely going backwards in terms of track position right now, but and you can see his times are dropping off up to 1:33.7. But if he only does the one stop, there's a massive amount of time saving, 30 or 40 seconds, which could put him atop the pile this evening. Darley Boy in second, 6.5 seconds back. Bruno now breathing down his neck, under a second behind, so slipstream will be active. So Wixie is in, okay. Together with Bruno and see what progress he can make. These are two A-level drivers, so A-rated drivers, should I say. Okay, Darley Boy looks like he's away for now. Nicky is back in third. But Illy Valilli seems to be getting closer and closer. Really rode the curve there. He must be right up his clacker now. Certainly in the slipstream. Yeah, pulling in. How's he going to get around Schloss Gold? Oh, snaking it around there, but still pulling in. Good grief. I wonder if Illy Valilli's on a controller. I assume he must be to control spin like that. Yeah, it seems to be sort of stabilising. So I assume Illy Valilli's going to try and go... Oh, I don't know, he's got less fuel than Nicky has. Okay, bizarre. Okay, let's see. Go back to Jeff in the wonderful McLaren 650S, which is one of my favourite Group 3 cars. Absolute pleasure to drive. Beautifully around turn one. In a colour estimating the McLaren Papaya, I believe it's called. Being horrifically colourblind, I don't really know. Boss Ginger! Good evening, sir. Thank you, Bert. Mate, you don't need to apologise. You are our #1 fan after all, so you turning up is always the hallmark of a great stream. So thank you, Matt. Thank you so much. Hope the office was good, not too much of a pain. I try and avoid it like the plague. It sounds like it's raining again. Is this going to absolutely kibosh everyone who's put the slicks on? Look at that, it's teeming down. I don't know about you, I'd be, okay, how is PS4 and controller? Okay, what did Wixie put on? Good point. What is he, 7? Softs. So either this wasn't showing on the weather radar when the guys were stopping, or it didn't look too bad. Not sure. But it's just The dampometer has just... doesn't appear to be. No, Lily Vanille's on there. Oh God, we missed it. Lily Vanille's got past Nicky. Good grief. Let's have a quick. I'm probably lost it, but no, missed it. Yeah, I look at it. It's absolutely pissing down now. So this is definitely going out of slick territory, but I assume they're looking at the weather radar and thinking, well, it ain't for long, so they've both gone wide there, so that'll be a penalty for both of them. How the hell did Bruno get away with that? He did exactly the same as... oh no, there we go. Okay. Okay, I can only assume the weather doesn't look too bad. The rain's not going to be there for long. But the windscreen wipers are still on, and it's getting up into nearly halfway into Inter's territory. So I'd be deploying. So Bruno has definitely got traction control on. Darlow Boy, not so much. Absolutely is tricky now. Illy Vanilli, not. Nicky has. Jeff has. Slowest engine has, and he's coming in. This is going to be interesting. What on earth is slowest engine going to put on? His softs don't look too bad, because I only assume he's going to go for Inters. But okay, we'll see. Whippy Sausage is on the Inters. Okay, and it's raining. Still raining. So Whippy Sausage needs to make hay while the rain falls, in that classic old English statement. And it's really good. This must be bloody awful. So Bruno's gone ahead of Darlow Boy. Darlow Boy stacked it. I'm not exactly surprised. So we got, oh Christ, look, we got Nicky coming past. Illy Billy coming past. I think Kobayashi Roo must. This is really tricky, and they're still not using traction control. Good grief! Look at that. That's a 1080 for Milli Vanilli there. So Bruno is in, so he must be putting Inters on. Nicky's in. The same. Illy Vanilli, Darlow Boy. It's going very slowly. Put your traction control on, Andy, for God's sake. You can't move the thing because they're so mucky. So is Illy Vanilli coming in as well? It must be. Yes, box indeed. Box and umbrella. Because this is getting perilously close to full wet territory here. God, that either came in very quick, or it was a lot worse than it looked like it was going to be on the weather radar. Jeff's going again. So he's betting his entire race that the rain's going to stop and the track's going to dry out, and he's going to be in the box seat, as it were. But he's going to have to stop again anyway. God, this is thrown. The whole race has got to hell in a handcar. So right, Bruno is out on mediums. Yeah, well, quite. Got Bruno out on the Inters. Sorry, we got Nicky out on the Inters, who's now up into second. We got Jeff, who's still feathering his throttle around turn 2 proper on the softs. Illy Vanilli, who's picked up a 3-second penalty, so I guess he crossed the pit line. Slowest engine, who's on Inters with a full tank of fuel. Darlow Boy back in. Has he got a? Oh, has Nicky got a? Yes, he has indeed. Oh God, say what? It's not going to let Illy Vanilli through because he's 16 seconds back. But okay. So we got Whippy Sausage in 7th on the Inters. Kodude is having a battle with Wixie. It's Nissan versus posh Toyota towards the back. Okay, posh Toyota goes through as Kodu goes a little bit wide. Kobayashi Maru, who is on the inters in 10th, and King Racer back in 11th. He's had a fairly torrid race, to be honest. Bruno is in the best car now. Well, it certainly seems to be. He's nearly 20 seconds ahead and pulling away. Just wish we could see the weather radar, because it's so frustrating when you can't. But, he is away. So Nicky now seems to be. Is it? I don't think I've ever driven in the wet, Bert. So I'll have to take your word for that. Seems to be quite good, to be fair. Although I know Bruno's a bloody good driver, so wonderful. Nicky is 18 seconds ahead of Illy Vanilli, who now has slowest engine right up his chuff. Could be a penalty, Bruno there. Was that a race you liked then, Bert? I assumed from the smiley face you, it probably is. But yeah, the last time we had RA4, it was RA4 and RA6 really seem to be in the sweet spot of what you know, throws up some really interesting strategies, and as a result, an interesting race. So wonderful stuff. So slowest engine's gone a little bit wide there. Hopefully that's not a penalty. You did. Okay. Good stuff. Yeah, Dolly Boy now back after his probably going one lap too far on the softs when it started raining. He was in the lead. Bad luck, Andy. He seems to be pulling in corner by corner on slowest engine, but 6 seconds is a long way back. We have 13 laps after this one. Wixie, who now has Kodu and Jeff for company. Is Jeff still on? Jeff is still on the softs. Okay. I don't know with his fuel load whether that was actually such a good shout, but he may as well have come in. He's coming in anyway. Okay, right. Interesting. We'll have to keep an eye on what he's going to go on to. Kobayashi Maru, who's on the inters. We have King Racer, intent on the inters. We have Whippy Sausage, who's now on the softs. Good grief. Yeah, but I don't know. That seems like an early shout to be putting the softs on. But hey, what the hell do I know? Said it before, I'll say it again. Those who can do, those who can't commentate. Let's get up to the top of the pops. Bruno on the inters. See, it does seem, I don't know, he's not riding the wet line is when he's on the curbs now, but the track doesn't seem that wet on the racing line. So it's going to be, yeah, I bet you would. If you weren't off on your Norwegian Odyssey. See, Bruno's just, they slid the car there. Well, just being honest, Fast Ginger. I'm just being honest. Ooh, was he over the white lines there? Is that a penalty? He's 17 seconds ahead and looking good. So no penalty. He's gone wide there. That must be a penalty, surely. And he's on the inside, so God knows how the guys on the slicks are getting on. Must be very focused to keep it on the racing line and off the curbs. The curbs are soaking wet. So Bruno's dropped about 2 seconds. Illy Vanilli on the inters. Just giving his car a good old slide. And dipping him into the wet patch. Christ, he's... he was almost drifting it around turn 1. Wonderful stuff. Slowest engine, who's now 4 seconds back. I just wonder if there is another band of rain to come. God, I hope so. Darley boy's gone wide. That will be a penalty, I'm pretty sure. Round turn 2. Nope. Okay. Maybe they're more lenient in the wet or something, I don't know. If we've got a Wixie. He was leading the way. Looks like he's bet his race on another band of rain. He's certainly not fuel saving anymore. Kodude up to 7th on the inters with a half-second penalty. Okay, but lovely stuff. Kobayashi Maru. Inter's wearing pretty heavily at the front. 10 laps to go after this one. Well, that's a little bit wide there. Is that a penalty? We seem to think they're pretty stringent on that one, but no. Okay, good. Jeff in 9th, who's on the softs. So this is going to be really interesting. If there's no more rain, Jeff's done a 130.9. When the hell was that? It's going to be really interesting to see the guys who have bet their race on the softs will suddenly come to the good. Everyone else will have to stop or be quite slow on knackered inters. He seems to be pulling in on Bruno. Where's Jeff? 8th. So Jeff is looking like he's going to try and unlap himself. Bruno is on the inters and seemingly struggling now. Nicky is in. Yeah. You can see Jeff there keeping well away from the curbs. Illy Valini of the Instance is in as well. Look how he's closing up under braking there. It's gone worse. That's the danger, though. Oh, bad luck. Bad luck, Jeff. That's the danger. Slick tyres are great while you're on the dry line. You slightly wander off, and you are done. Kobayashi has stopped and is now on the softs. You need to get on the dry line, Justin. To get on the dry line and stay on it, or else you are absolute toast. Whippy Sausage seems to be having a prolonged... Okay, maybe that's it for Whippy Sausage. Bruno is now 40 seconds ahead. However, Nicky is now out and on the softs. So is Bruno just going to try and limp his car home? 40 seconds, I mean... Even if he loses 2 seconds a lap, he's still gonna make it around and win. Unless his tyres absolutely go off a cliff. He needs to get on the wet to preserve the tyres. Yeah, I kind of do too. And I think the pit stop would almost be a bit of a false economy, wouldn't it? Yeah, drive all over the curbs, drive in the wet, it's fine. P and Pooh. Thanks for the update, Tom. Okay, well, what do I know? In he comes. Well, Nicky's out lap was a 146.4. He's no 133.5. So what was Bruno doing? 136, 137. Okay, so it's definitely the tyre to go for. And this. Oh, mate, driven really well. I mean, stuff happens, and that's what the stewards. Nicky stacked it. Whoa! So let's go back. That's what the stewards' inquiries are there for, mate. If something's happened, then yeah, there's not a lot, is there? Yeah, if stuff's happened, then submit a steward's inquiry. That's what it's all there for. It's. We'd be sad to lose you from Group 3, mate, for sure. So Bruno seems to be away after Nicky's spin. Darlow Boy is in third with slowest engine. 2.3 seconds back. Slowest engine with his customary right indicator on. Lovely stuff. Illy Valilli. In 5th. Now on the softs. You think he's 15 seconds back. They've got 5 laps to go after this one. I think that's a bit of a stretch, to be honest. Okay, mate. Well, just so you know, that's what the steward's thingy is there for. But yeah, it'd be sad to lose you from. Yes, he did, mate. He went on to the softs. Oh no! Oh, good grief! Well, that looks like it's it, folks. The game has abruptly ended. We seem to be absolutely plagued with connection issues of late. So maybe I should host the 7-lapper thing that you're hoping there, Harry. I think, to be honest, where the race was, yeah, I know, but Bruno was 15 seconds ahead, and someone was 15 seconds ahead of you, I think, and yeah, I'm not sure what we want to do now, guys. That is rather unfortunate. No, lobby's crashed, mate. That is really irritating. Yep, that's the second time in a week as well. So was Nicky hosting tonight? I think he was. I think that Austrian internet is absolute pants. So yeah, I think Darley Boys was the one that gave up the last time. So Scottish and Austrian internet is not to be trusted. So we'll need to look at doing something else for that. So, well, sorry about that, guys. It looked like Bruno was coasting his way to a win. Nicky was second, and I think Darlow Boy was third. So that's the best I can sort of sum up for you at the moment. Yeah, looks like that's it for this evening. So thank you for joining. If you have enjoyed it, even if you haven't enjoyed it, please do give us a like and subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. Yeah. So 100, we're 2 subscribers away from the magnificent 200 subscriber milestone. It would be wonderful if we could get there, and I will promise that. Thank you very much, Tom. Nice of you to say so. And yeah, don't give up Group 3, mate. Yeah. Yeah, I think it probably will, Jeff. Given how far we were through the race. Just one of those disappointing things. Bloody internet. I mean, I know. Yeah. What world do we live in, for goodness sake, that we can't have a decent broadband connection all over the all over the globe these days. But anyway, thank you. I'll stop wittering on. I would just like to say thank you so much for joining. Sorry it ended in such a dismal finish, but yeah. Anyway, join us next week on Monday for Group 3, and yeah, Monday for Group 4, sorry, and for Group 3 again on a week today, on the Thursday. So thank you so much for joining. Sorry for the dismal ending. This is Gen X Racing signing out.